Ah, what a good boy. Good for you. Good boy. He says, I don't want to go around this round pin anymore. And I don't want him going around the round pin anymore. You know, I don't want him out there running around the round pin. You know, I want him here next to me. He doesn't know it yet, but in time he would. All right, so Ike is a little head shy because he bashed his head so hard. Vet had to come out, put stitches in and everything else. And he figured every time somebody went to touch him after that, he was going to get hurt. So on the head shy horses, what I do is I'll just start petting him here on the neck, and I'll come to his nose a little bit. I'll come to his neck, and I'll come to his nose. And you could do this without a halter or with a halter, it doesn't really matter. Right here, good. And then right up, right here. Here we go. So I'm going to stay here with him for a second. Good boy. Let him, relax. I'm not going to back away from him. If I back away from him or take the pressure off him, then that's going to mean for him to throw his head or be, more head shy. Good boy. I was wondering if he's going to be head shy there for a second. I said, oh man, you got to do something. Good boy. Good. Then I'm going to pet him here. Good. Now when you're working with a head shy horse, be careful. I'm always going to have my hand right here because I've had them before throw their heads into my face, and that 40-pound bone breaking your nose hurts, or knocking your teeth out. Good boy. Good. Good, right, so I'll pet him on the neck, then I'll pet him on the nose. Then I'll pet him on the neck, then I'll pet him on the nose, and then the neck, and then the nose. And I'll keep going like this until he's comfortable. Then all of a sudden I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go over his ears just as fast as I can. This as fast as I can take my hand over his ears, I'm going to. By the time he reacted, my hand was already back here on his neck again. Good boy. So let's go over just real fast. Just real fast, just fly over those ears. By the time he reacts, my hand's already there and gone. He reacted over nothing, and he just found out that he didn't get hurt doing it. That's why they're head shy, is because they're finding out, because they think they're going to get hurt, and the fear is something on their head, on their ears, or above their head. It doesn't necessarily have to be on his head. Good boy. So have him right here. Good boy. Good. Then you start going over and over, more and more and more. But keep your hand speed up. Don't slow your hands down. A lot of people will tell you, you need to go real slow. Well, if I start going really slow over his ears, it's going to give him all the chance in the world to throw that head up, and I'm going to get nowhere near his head or his ears. Good. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. And you can't do this enough. Thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Good boy. Good. Good. If he starts tossing my hand off his nose, then I'll just go with him like this, and I'll wait till either he stops and he's not trying to toss my hand off anymore, or when he lowers his head, one of the two. Good boy. Huh? No, I don't stop. If the horse is, like when he was throwing his head up there a second ago, if I was to stop and back off, then he'd just be worse the next time, and the next time. Huh? Oh, because it's very easy for him to throw his head up in the air, but he's learning this pretty quick. He's learning this pretty nice. I don't want to spend years with a horse, except for Marco, he's a little bit different. But, with the training horses, I don't want to spend years with the horse. I want to get your horse, do whatever needs to be done with them, whether it takes 4 months, 6 months, doesn't really matter. But, I don't want to spend years doing this with them. I want to get this part over with. I don't like doing all this groundwork. I want to be up in the saddle. I want to be doing spins and slides and passages and pee-offs and, riding different disciplines. I want to be out on the trails having a good time. I want to be doing those types of things. I want to be on the ground with the horse all the time. But it's necessary I do this in order to get on his back. And I won't get on any head shy horse at all. If they're head shy, I won't get on them, because that will give the horse a good enough reason to buck you off, because all of a sudden you're above their heads. Good boy. Because all of a sudden, good boy, you're above their head again. So, no, I definitely would never get on a head shy horse that's the least bit head shy. You know, he's going to have to overcome his head shyness a little bit better than this before I'd get on his back. Good boy. Good, so you just want to keep doing this. Now the next thing you'd want to do is you want to put one hand on his pole, one hand on his nose, and you're just going to rest your hands here. The second he drops his ears, right there, even a quarter of an inch, you know, just watch the tip of his ear right here. The second he drops it, even a quarter of an inch, take your hands off. It doesn't matter if he throws his head up 7 feet in the air. As soon as it comes down a quarter of an inch, take the pressure away, whether you keep your hands up there or not. You know, the horse is not going to be throwing his head more than about 20 minutes. You know, you start throwing your head around for 20 minutes and see if you don't have a sore neck and a headache. You know, the horse is no different. So we're going to keep resting my hands here. I'm going to keep asking him to bring his head down. Good boy. Good. Right there. Oh, good boy. That was a nice one. Good. So just tell him he's a good boy, and that's about where I want his head. You know, with the head shy horse, you know, now I'm above his head now. You got an itch. I'm above his head now. No. If he does that, then I'll just go back to asking him to lower his head again. Good. Good boy. Good. I'm still right here. Good boy. Good. Good, right there. Now I can start going over his ears again. Now his head's about where I want it. Good boy. And this is the first part into haltering and bridling your horses. It's the first part into teaching your horses how to accept the wormers. You know, you go to put the worm in the horse's mouth and he's rearing up and backing and throwing his head all over the place. Good boy. Good. Right there. Good boy. Yeah, I'm just resting it. And every time he lowers his head, you know, my hands come off. So, I mean, there's some type of pressure there, you know, but it's only the weight of my hands. Good boy. So this is about where I want his head, because he is head shy, and that's exactly where I want it now. Yeah, he's getting better. It doesn't take him long. You know, we think it takes horses years to get soft on the bit. It takes years for that horse to come out of head shyness. It doesn't take that long. Most horses can overcome their head shyness in about 2 hours. About 99% of them. There's been a few cases where it's taken me 8 months, 9 months to get a horse over head shyness. Yeah, well, the ones I'm talking about are Arabs that have been out on the halter circuit, and they're extremely head shy, because what they do is they wave that whip in front of them. Sometimes they hit them with the whip to get the horses tight in the body, and so the horses get all tight and look all pretty, but they're extremely head shy because of how they were trained. And there's lots of different ways to train them to become tight in the body without having to smack them around. Good boy. So this is about where we want him at. Good boy. And then I want to come over and put my arm over here. And I would never lock my hand down right here, my elbow down, because if I did and he threw his head up, I'd get hurt. So I want to make sure my hand can always come off.